Hello, YouTube divers. This is Water Dive 122, and I want to welcome you all to another episode of Coda of Soda. Seems like that's the only YouTube series I've been doing these days, but neither here nor there. Today, we have a very big video for you guys here today. Today, we are going to be reviewing, tasting, and ranking 6 different sodas that come from the country of Mexico. These are all sodas that were either part of the American soda market and just made in Mexico, at least refabricated in Mexico, and the other parts of these sodas are just strictly Mexican sodas. Like these were first produced, first manufactured, and first marketed in Mexico. So this is going to be a very interesting list, very interesting video for you guys here today. So as I said, we got 6 sodas rather, to review, rank, and taste. So let's jump right into the video with soda number 1, Mexican Pepsi. Basically has a similar taste to non-sugar flavored Pepsi, but it's still amazing. Every version of Pepsi that I've shown you guys on this series, I've shown you regular Pepsi, I've shown you real sugar Pepsi, and now here we are with Mexican Pepsi. This is still great. This still tastes like the Pepsi that I know and love, and it's still one of my favorite Pepsi sodas. Maybe that's a video for another day, who knows. But overall, Mexican Pepsi, just great. Before we move on to soda number 2, I want to give a big shout out to Jalisco Mexican Market down in Tucker, Georgia, where my dad bought all of these sodas that I'm reviewing here today. They're not sponsoring this video. I'm not trying to promote their company or anything like that because, well, for reasons I've already explained in other videos. These are just sodas. These videos are just basically made for entertainment purposes, not made for promotional purposes or anything like that. So, thank you to Jalisco in Tucker, Georgia, for providing me with these sodas. So, here we go. Soda number 2 is Mexican Sprite. This Sprite has a little bit of a difference compared to the American Sprite. I mean, heck, for context, I have a regular Sprite bottle. This was the same bottle that I used in episode 2 when I was talking about lemon lime flavored sodas. But yeah, when it comes to Mexican Sprite and regular Sprite, one could say, there is a noticeable difference. This one basically puts more emphasis on the sweet side, while this version of Sprite basically has a bigger emphasis on fizziness, kind of like what Coke and Pepsi do. But unlike Coke and Pepsi, where with Pepsi I prefer it over Coke because it has more flavor and stuff like that, with Sprite, this is a great version of Sprite, but I do prefer the original Sprite taste, you could say. But this is still great nonetheless. It's another reason why I prefer Sprite over Sierra Mist, even though that is very hard for me to do because I freaking love Sierra Mist. Soda number 3 here. This is one of those sodas that is a Mexican soda. This is Yoli. This was first made in 1918. I want to say after or in the final stretch of World War I. I want to say this is Mexico's take on recreating 7-Up, because this soda definitely reminds me of 7-Up. It has like that little shtick, like the citrus flavor which is in there. This is a citrus flavored soda for that, just for context. I really dig this soda. This is a great Mexican soda. And honestly, a lot of these sodas that I have here today are very big within the Mexican market, and of course at Mexican supermarkets like Jalisco, where all these sodas were bought, you'll find these. They don't really like outside of Mexican markets. You don't really see these sodas very often, but it's definitely a treat if you get to try out this soda because this soda is just freaking amazing. Yoli is just an amazing soda. Next up, we have another soda that was very popular when my parents were growing up, and both my parents really dig this soda as well. Squirt. Now, my dad bought 2 bottles of Squirt, but my brother has the other one, and I have this one, but neither here nor there. This is a grapefruit flavored soda, and personally, I love grapefruit. I love the taste. I love the flavor, and I just love the overall experience of grapefruit. And you put that into a soda, you got yourselves a freaking amazing soda. Sure, it's not my favorite out of the 6 that we have here, but it's still amazing, and I can definitely see why my parents were so big into this soda. And I can definitely see why this was a big thing when they were growing up. I really love the taste of this soda. Like I said earlier, I love grapefruit. Great. It's a great fruit. What more do you want me to say? And also, if you put that into a soda, it's amazing. What more do you want me to say? So Squirt is there. And then the final 2 sodas are also strictly from Mexico as far as I'm concerned. So this next soda I have here is Burst. And this is basically a bubblegum flavored soda. I know on the label here it says it is tropical flavored, but this soda tastes like bubblegum, like a bubblegum flavored drink. And in some cases it works, and in some cases it doesn't work. This is not a bad soda by any means. It is just way too sweet. And personally, I do not think that bubblegum and soda mix very well. But neither here nor there. Your opinions are just as good as mine. This is still a great soda. This is still a good soda, rather. Not terrible, not great either. This is one of those sodas where, I like it, but it's not really one of my favorites. But still, this is still a great soda nonetheless. And then the final soda here we have is Sidrel Mundet apple flavored soda. And I read on the web that this is one of Mexico's most popular and iconic sodas, manufactured in 1902. Honestly, I do not understand the hype for this soda, because this soda basically tastes just like apple cider or apple juice, depending on which one you like the best. And personally, I am not a fan of apple juice or just any apple flavored drinks. They're very tangy. They're very over the top. They put way too much in the flavor, which usually for me that's a good thing. But when it comes to apple flavored drinks, not really. And this soda also kind of sadly falls into this category. It's not terrible. I will give it that. It is not a terrible soda. Like, sure, it does make me, shiver a little bit. But when you're trying a new soda for the first time and you're experiencing tastes like that, let's face it, folks, we're all likely going to have the same reactions. And I said this when I was trying out the Boiling Cane Cola on episode 3. The taste definitely hits you like a freight train, but the more you drink it, the more you get used to it. But sadly here, it doesn't really fall into the getting used section of that criteria, if you will. It's not terrible. Like I said, this is not a terrible soda by any means. It's just not one of my favorites, like, at all. But your opinions are just as good as mine. If you like apple cider and if you like apple juice, then you'll dig this soda. And let's face it, I have absolutely no problems with other people's opinions. Please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I'd definitely be interested in what you have to offer to the table here. So let's do the taste test, and then we'll get to the rankings, and then we'll end the video. So the first soda we're going to be trying out is Mexican Pepsi. Still just as good as ever. Soda number 2, Mexican Sprite. Soda number 3, Yoli. Ooh, that's so good. Soda number 4, Squirt. Oh boy. Soda number 5, Burst. Holy shoot. Man, that packs a punch. And finally, soda number 6, Sidral Mundet Apple Soda. Sorry, I had to look at the label. Ha! Holy jeez, man. Okay, now that the taste test is out of the way, let's rank these sodas. So, at the bottom, sorry to all you Mexican soda nerds, but Mexican soda people, whatever you call them. But the most iconic soda in all of Mexico is coming in at the bottom for me. Sidrel Mundet, so apple flavored soda. Just not really my cup of tea. And then number 5, have to go with Burst. Yeah, sadly. And then we have number 4, which is Squirt. Honestly, this and my number 3 pick, which is Yoli, could be interchangeable any given day based on my mood. I love both of these sodas pretty much equally. They're definitely better than these two sodas in my opinion, but neither here nor there. Okay, we're gonna move on over to the side. Number 2 is Mexican Sprite. And number 1, you guessed it, Mexican Pepsi. So, now I'm going to put these back in order. I'm going to pause the video here for a second. Alright, so now we're back. And with that said, that concludes this edition of Coda of Soda. Thank you so much for watching, my fellow YouTube divers. This is WaterDive 122 signing out, ready to dive into more fun on YouTube. Thanks for watching.